All right, here's a video for the FGC, the fighting game community. You all heard about Street Fighter 6 announce trailer. That's what this video is called. I am sick and tired of all you people just following the trend, saying that this is going to be the best thing ever. Why is no one allowed to criticize this? Everyone who sees this trailer is allowed to big it up and say it's the best, but no one is allowed to actually criticize it for what you see. And that's what I'm going to do today. All right, you got your starting here. A bunch of stuff. These are basically hints of characters that you're going to see. Yeah, so basically this is a hint of all the characters that you're going to see. Pretty much DLC. Pretty much more money that you're going to have to spend. You got here Hugo on the left. That's another $20 DLC. What else you got? Let's go through it. You got friggin' I can't remember who this is. Oh, here's Andore Metro City. That's another 20 bucks. Okay. I'm pretty sure you have more. Look, here it says Hakan. That's another 20 bucks DLC. I don't know about all these other friggin' billboards. Then what do you got here? You got says here Final Fight here in the top right. That's Cody and Guy. That's another 40 bucks DLC. All these new games do from Capcom is they wreck you financially on DLC over and over and over. And this is a strategy. Tell me if I'm wrong. I want someone to tell me if I'm wrong. What they do is when they announce DLC, one of the DLC characters is broken, okay? One of the DLC characters is overpowered and broken. You're forced to download it because if you want to go to tournaments and actually win a tournament, you have to pick one of the DLC characters because they're broken, right? After a few tournaments go by and the character is clearly broken, community complains. When they come out with another patch, they patch out that broken DLC character, to be fair. Then they release another DLC character and that guy's broken. And then everyone hops on that train and starts perfecting that broken character and start winning tournaments with him. That's all these guys, that's all these companies do. They have DLC characters that are broken to force you to buy, to force you to spend more money. That's what's happening here, and it makes me sick. This never used to happen in the old games. Okay, it's always these new games that are trendy. It's all Hollywood, and it pisses me off. Oh, they have this trendy Capcom logo now. It's all graffiti. It's all cool. It's all hip. It's all teenager. That's what it is. Because most of their basically player base is going to be teenagers and young adults. All the old people are living their lives, having jobs with families and kids. It's all about being trendy, you know, hitting that spot so that kids can buy these stupid games.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real
It is a game. All this video game stuff about, you know, FGC, tournaments, playing, hitting top eights, all this stuff. It is a game, okay? It's a hobby on the side. This is not your real life at all, okay? Your real life is going to school, getting an education, getting a good job. Then if it's your choice whether you want to get married and have kids or you just want to stay as a bachelor. It doesn't matter, actually, in my opinion, okay? So all these companies want to make you think is that this FGC thing is your new life. It's your real thing. You're going to have your freaking PS5 on all the time in the stupid battle hub. And whenever someone wants to join a new challenger, you have to go and play him. This isn't your life. When is the last time I've ever heard a commentator that commentates fighting games? When is the last time I ever heard any of them tell you that, hey, this is just a game on the side. It's a hobby. Kids, people, please stay in school, get an education, make some real money. When is the last time I ever heard any commentators say that? No, I've never heard once because they need you. These tournaments that are out there, they need to shill for games like this because these are the new games. And without players, these tournaments make no money. So they're going to do anything possible to make you buy this game, come to their tournaments and play. And the truth of the matter is you can't compete with people who practice these games 8 hours a day. Top players in the FGC that are sponsored, they do this for a living. They literally get up, eat breakfast, and play this game all day, and then they go to sleep. That's what they do. They practice at least minimum 4 to 8, sometimes 16 hours a day. They practice these games. You cannot compete with that as a person going to these tournaments. As a casual gamer, you can't go and beat these players that know everything about frame data, spacing, meta, and they play with their own top players too. They never try to share their secrets. They play with themselves, they play with their own top players, and they basically have all the knowledge, and you cannot compete with that, okay? You can't. So stop trying to make these games tell you that this is your life. It's not. These are stupid games. This game, Street Fighter 6, is just all graphics, all looks, all colors. There's no substance in the gameplay.
Okay then, hope you're ready to begin. You want to start off on the right foot
And who the hell is this Luke? Why are we seeing these new, crappy, stupid, new-gen characters? What happened to the old, cool characters? What happened to characters that we known all along from Street Fighter? What happened to those? Oh, I know what's going to happen. They're going to come as DLC. You're going to have to pay extra money for those, right? Because you're cucked by Capcom, and you're going to have to pay money out of your own pocket.
Hit the streets.
Instead, we get all in the starter lineup are these no-name new characters that no one cares about. Absolutely no one cares about these characters.
Yeah, hey, there I do this. Never feel loose. And when I get up in the game, y'all improve.
And you have all this trendy hip music now. It's like, oh yeah, what Capcom's like, what do the kids like these days? I heard they like rap music. Yeah, let's just put in some trendy rap music in there so all the kids can be attracted to this. Because it's so hip hop. This is so cool. It's fighting. This is so grimy. You know, it's like so stupid. It's so gimmick. I hate it. Oh yeah, and there you got friggin' here you have right here Hagar. That's probably Hagar there. That's another $20 DLC, by the way. Like, what the hell is this? Like, what is this? There's a story mode in there. What are you copying Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat actually did it right with their story mode in their games. It started from MK Deception on the GameCube. It went from those games. Then they had the story mode. That was good. What the hell is this? This looks like PS2 and PS3 graphics. I'm friggin' walking around the city doing shurikens on barrels and friggin' collecting items. Like, who cares? No one wants a story mode. No one cares. Who actually buys a fighting game for the friggin' story? We play fighting games to actually play against other people competitively, casually, for fun. We don't want all this story mode crap. Remember MVCI? Remember Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the story mode? Who actually played through that story mode? Nobody. This is so stupid. Like, look at these graphics. They're friggin' PS2, PS3 graphics in the story mode. Like, why? How is this anyone appealing? Who cares? And then, of course, you have the main player as an ethnicity. There's an ethnicity. He's basically of a colored ethnicity because they know that the major player base usually is of a colored ethnicity. I'm a colored ethnicity. I play the fighting games. That's what they're doing. It's all marketing, all trend. They're trying to trick you into buying the stupid game, then getting wrecked financially on the DLC. Now, let's actually look at the gameplay, okay? Of course, you got your staple Chun-Li and Ryu, the two main characters. Chun-Li has been cheap in almost every single game Chun-Li has been in. She's been cheap. This trendy friggin' music. Okay, this is all cinematic right now. This isn't actual fighting gameplay. It's all cinematic. This is not actually what you're gonna see when you play and fight in the game. Where is that? Come on, get to that clip. Like, this is so stupid. Like, this is not our life. It's a friggin' hobby. It's a video game on the side.
Let me have some fun.
Ready?
Here we go.
This will be a good fight.
Look, here's the gameplay. Look how slow and clunky it moves. You're basically literally pressing 3 buttons to do a combo. Like, there's nothing actually complicated about this game. It's so easy. It's meant to be designed for people that aren't good at video games, to get them into the market so they can press 3 buttons and do a combo. Then you have a bunch of flashy colors all over the place, a bunch of sound effects all over the place, and for some reason it makes them feel good. What happened to good games? The good games I remember, I played fighting games since Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, okay? I used to play fighting games since then, okay? What happened to good games like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike? The Street Fighter 3 series, Third Strike, in my opinion, is the last best 1v1 Street Fighter Capcom game ever made. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. What happened to Capcom versus SNK 2? That, in my opinion, is the last game between Capcom and SNK that was awesome. What happened to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3? In my opinion, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was the best last fighting game Capcom ever made. What happened to these games? Instead, do you guys remember what happened to MVCI? People shilled for that, okay? And then the game turned out crappy. Why? Because they had all this marketing behind it. They had all this advertising. They had a bunch of top players in the FGC shill for the product, get you tricked into buying the damn thing. MVCI made so much money, actually. It was a success in the company standpoint, and then the game died off because it was a piece of crap and mobile shovelware graphics. It's the same thing happening with this. All they're doing with this game is having good graphics, a bunch of colors, a bunch of sounds, making you think the game is good when the game sucks. Everyone knows since Street Fighter 3, all the Street Fighter games have been crappier. Street Fighter 4 is worse than Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 5 is worse than Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 6 is going to be worse than Street Fighter 5. That's just the basic thing that's happening. Look at this. It's just basic combos that no one cares about. There's nothing exciting about this gameplay but pressing a few buttons so that kids can actually pick up this game and play. Like, yeah, exactly. A FIFA graphics, a bunch of colors all over the place. Ooh, all these cinematics. Oh, you parry something, all these colors happen. That's all it is, okay? Don't get tricked into this gimmick of this game, okay? What they're trying to do is make this game a spectator sport. They're trying to make, because they know that's where the money is. It's people watching the streams is where they get the money from. Okay, they don't care about the players. They don't care about your stupid prize pool. They don't care about your friggin', bonus pots or whatever. They don't care about that. They care about people watching the game, spectating it. That's what they care about. And that's what this game is designed for. It's for a spectator to actually watch it and be like, ooh, colors. Ooh, commentators. Ooh, that looks flashy. But the actual game itself, when you're playing it, is going to be garbage. Oh, parry. Yeah, parry. Parry was, in my opinion, parry is the best mechanic that a fighting game ever had. And that came from Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 3, in my opinion, was the best Street Fighter franchise ever created on this planet. And that had parry system. Why is parry the best? Because you had to press forward to parry it. You had to go against blocking. It's the reverse of blocking. Instead of pressing back to block, you had to press forward, take a risk to parry something, and then counter it. That's such a genius mechanic that they came up with. Street Fighter 3, the best one out of it. Now they bring it back into this because they know parry was so good. You have this Evo champion out here. I heard him say in one of his streams, okay, I'm not going to name who this Evo champion is, but he was the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Evo champion, okay? And he said to me, not to me, he said in one of his streams or one of his videos, he said that Street Fighter 3 is not a Street Fighter game. Okay, that's what he said. He says Street Fighter 3 is not a Street Fighter game. So in his mind, Street Fighter 4 was a Street Fighter game, but Street Fighter 3 wasn't. Okay, yeah. So you're right, and all of Japan is wrong. Everyone in Japan to this day, people in Japan to this day still play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike tournaments, and they have it in Japan all the time. Japan is where the game came from. Japan is where Street Fighter originated from. They know what Street Fighter is. And in their minds, Street Fighter 3 was the best Street Fighter. So you're sitting up there saying that Street Fighter 3 is not a Street Fighter game. And yet here comes parry, one of the best mechanics ever created in a game, back in Street Fighter 6. And now all of a sudden you're shilling for this thing. And you're shilling for this as the best thing ever that's going to happen. It's going to be so sick. You said Street Fighter 6 is going to be so sick because it has all these mechanics, yet you call Street Fighter 3 not a Street Fighter game. Just because you are now in YouTube hoarding the algorithm is on your side, you're getting the views, you're hoarding the algorithm, you're never gonna shout out at a low YouTube channel ever again, you're hoarding the algorithm, now you're gonna cuck for Capcom and shill for this game no matter what. Do you remember what happened to MVCI? Top players in the FGC shilled for MVCI, top players that I actually looked up to in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they were shilling for it nonstop. They even came out and admitted later on they were just shilling for the damn thing. It actually got me tricked into buying MVCI 2. I bought it. I'm like, yo, this game sucks compared to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And then it came out that they were shilling. They just did it for the money. And then that's it. And that's exactly what you're doing now on your stupid YouTube. You have these YouTube influencers that are like, Street Fighter 6 is going to be so good. They keep flip-flopping around. But since they got the algorithm on their side, since they're getting money on the side from Capcom, they're going to shill for this no matter what. Why is it acceptable for them to shill for something that hasn't come out, but it's unacceptable for someone like me to criticize something that hasn't come out? I'm going to criticize it because I play video games. I don't play it religiously or practice it 8 hours a day, but I'm good enough to actually go into tournaments in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, make top 8s, win tournaments, and I only play the damn thing once a week when I actually join the tournament and I never practice at all. At least I know what fighting games are. And I can visually look at this and tell you that it's going to be a piece of crap. It's just all good graphics, but on the inside, the mechanics suck. Look, a bunch of colors, like cinematics. It's a spectator sport. It's for the people to watch this as a spectator and be wooed by it, because that's where they make their money, is from the stream views. And they changed the logo. I said in my last video, which was why Street Fighter 6 is gonna suck. I told you, and I called it out, and it's true. I said they made the logo on purpose crappy. You know the original SF6 logo? I told you that they're gonna make it crappy on purpose. Community is gonna complain, and then they're going to change the logo to this. And that's exactly what they did. And they're going to be like, see, we listen to the community. We're doing what you're telling us to do. We're changing. We're listening to you guys. We're nice. So please buy our product. Please buy our DLC. In the end, you're going to spend $500,000. No big deal. Just buy our product. Shut up. Sit down. Play it. Join our tournaments. You're a cuck. We're Capcom. We're the boss. I told you that they're going to change the logo. And that's exactly what they did. And you have this stupid battle hub here. Like I'm going to be sitting around with my PS5 on all day, okay, waiting for someone to join as a new challenger so I can prove myself in this stupid fighting game community, in this stupid online digital friggin' esports world that I'm a good at fighting games. No, we have lives. We have personal lives. We have families. We have jobs. This fighting game is not going to be our life. That's all they're trying to do here, is trying to convert you into thinking FGC is some kind of career that's going to boost off and then you're going to be at the top. It's not like that, okay? These people that are in the FGC, that are sponsored, that play games for a living, they're miserable, okay? They're miserable at doing this day after day, night after night. Do you know how hard it is mentally to know that for you to succeed in this FGC, you have to win? You actually have to win tournaments, okay? Then you can be successful, and then then you can get food on your table, okay? If you don't win, you're done. Sponsor's going to drop you. So stop going into this and being tricked by this. Your real life has to do with your actual education, your actual career, and your actual personal life. Separate FGC from your personal life. Stop Capcom trying to incorporate the two. Okay, so that's the announce trailer. Then I saw this. This really pissed me off. This thing's called Street Fighter 6 Real-Time Commentary Feature Trailer.
Oh yeah, you know I'm ready.
Okay, why the hell would I want to listen to this bald-headed shill that would shill for anything from Capcom now that he's Hollywood? That's all these people in this California, San Diego, whatever LA area is. They're just Hollywood. They're fake. They'll shill for any product as long as they get in front of a camera, in front of a mic. They think there's some special kind of status. No, you're people like anyone else.
Trying to read each other here?
Why would I want to hear his voice while playing the game? I guarantee you, any money that I have, the second people start playing this stupid, crappy game, they're going to turn off the commentator feature. Why the hell would I want to hear this guy talking in a stupid esports voice? Why do I want to hear him while I'm playing the game? I don't. I want to hear good commentator. Good commentators like IFC Yipes. He actually is good at the games, and he's funny. He has metaphors. He has similes. He's a good commentator, okay? Tasty Steve, that guy was funny. He's starting to sell out now, but he's a good commentator. He's funny and it's enjoyable to listen to, okay? These people are good commentators. Why do we have people that aren't good at the game trying to commentate the game, telling you what's good and what's not? He's such a shill and he's such a fake, okay?
At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important.
Like, I don't care the neutral game, the frame rate, the this. I just want to pick up the game, play, have some competitive fun, then move back to my personal life. They're trying to incorporate all this into one big life and trying to infuse you into the FGC, and there's nothing in the future of the FGC. Again, they're trying to make this game a spectator sport. So they're added an in-game commentary feature so that people watching this can actually understand what's going on. Because they know that people only watch these streams of Street Fighter and Marvel. They know that people watch this stuff because of the commentary. If the commentary is good and the commentary is funny and exciting, people will watch it, because most of the time, no one actually cares really about the meta or, the actual, details of the actual match. They care about how funny the commentary is, how much I'm going to laugh, how good are the metaphors, how good are the similes. So they're adding this esports shill of a guy who will sell out to anything Capcom does. He will never criticize anything for Capcom. Now that he's so Hollywood and he's so good at commentating things, he's in the game and he's going to harp about this for the rest of his life, that he's in the commentary of the game.
Hit them with a stopping block. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Breaking on them and lay down some damage.
Tell me I'm lying. Yeah, I know everyone's going to turn off the commentary when they play this game. Tell the truth.
Without giving up ground.
And the actual gameplay sucks.
Drops them. Perfect parries. They got a feast on.
See, they took so much time into the visuals, the sound, and the commentary, and the actual game, which they're trying to make you not think about. They're trying to woo you with all this other stuff, but the actual gameplay, they want you to forget about it. Don't even question that. No. Just praise us for our commentary, graphics, colors, all this music stuff, trendy music, story mode, battle hub. Praise us for that, but don't actually look into the actual game, because when I'm visually looking at this right now, it's slow, it's clunky, and it's crappy.
What now? This time to bust this.
I don't want to hear this guy's West Coast fat mouth. Everyone there is just fake, and they just shill for anything for money. That's it. Have you noticed why everyone in the West Coast is shilling for stuff, while everyone in the East Coast is actually real and being real about what they say? You ever noticed that? I've noticed it. Then you have this friggin' Japanese commentator, another shill that will shill anything for friggin' price. That's it. That's enough. So that's my final take on this, okay? Don't be tricked into just because they released a trailer with good graphics and good sound, and all these shills on YouTubers, these influencers, these past champions are saying the game is so sick. Don't just listen to them. Criticize it, okay? Have a criticized eye on this. Just because they're allowed to shill for it and nothing happens to them doesn't mean someone not like me is gonna come along and say, hey, this thing sucks. Be wary. They're gonna wreck you on DLC, because all the DLC is always broken in the beginning. They patched them out. They released another DLC, and that's usually the meta of the game. That's all they do in fighting games. I can see it with my own eyes, okay? And those are my final comments. This game's gonna suck. It's all gimmick. And you know what? I don't even want to buy this stupid game. I'm not going to, but I will actually. I'll buy this stupid game, and I'll destroy every single one of you in the stupid tournaments. I'll destroy every single one of you in casuals, in friendlies, in money matches. I don't care. Now, fuck off.